hands, huh?
Yep. And of course, camera's on now.
Album went from number 543,000 to number 3. The top 3 albums under the movers and shakers categories all belong to her, Joy Villa. Her album, Make the Static, is currently a better seller than both Lady Gaga and Beyonce. Now, I mention this because this is no question, it is a reaction. These are Trump supporters and the American people with an opportunity to push back and to demonstrate that they're out there and that they haven't lost anything and that they're not smaller in number, they haven't lost any passion. That's exactly
being right across from the hotel won't hurt either.
And that's how it should be seen. This is an excellent example.
The barbecue truck right there.
Excellent example of how such a one-sided story can be countered with the truth. And the truth is that the Democrat Party lost. They haven't done anything to change why they lost. They're going even further left now that ranking Democrat, one Democrat running for chairman of DNC is out saying this party's off the rails and it's all upset about things that don't matter. We got to get back. And Jim Webb, who ran for the Democrat Party nomination, presidential nomination, is also out saying much the same thing. So while the left is losing, and while they are imploding, and while they can't win elections, the news media is filled with stories designed to make you think that everybody who voted for Trump regrets it. And if they had to do it over again, they would have voted for Hillary. That's essentially the news. You know, I ask myself a question as I watch all of this stuff. I asked me, did Trump win the election? Yeah. Well, what's changed? I mean, the reporting that we're getting on the resistance and the opposition to Trump is in no way in perspective. Nor is it in proportion. I mean, it's obviously fake in its own way.
Chicken wings are good,
and it's amplified beyond its actual reality.
The baked chicken looked really good, too.
What are the odds here that everybody who voted for Trump is mad at him now? What are the odds that everybody who voted for Trump, oh, the heck with it, I didn't want any of this, this is not what I voted for, this is not what I thought I was going to get. I don't like the guy. What? That hasn't happened. That has not happened. And by the way, there's nobody out there with an actual story saying that's happened. That's all part of the psyops, trying to make you think it's happened. Let's go to the audio sound bites, a little bit of a demonstration of this. NPR, Thursday, the Leonard Lopate show. He spoke with a senior editor from The Atlantic, somebody named Derek Thompson, who has a book called Hitmakers, The Science of Popularity in the Age of Distraction. And Leonard Lopate, the host here at NPR, says, are political campaigns now just another form of entertainment? Kind of like hit production? Are political campaigns basically forms of media companies now?
You can think of the White House as a movie studio, with the president as its star and these PR people as the means of distributing the president's message. Politics is entertainment.
If we were following the logic of your argument, cable and the internet would have diminished the power of political commentators, but Rush Limbaugh is still very influential.
Incredibly influential, and you've seen the power shift over time from broadcast networks to cable networks and then to talk radio. Right now, I think we are truly seeing not only a president who sees himself as essentially a media company, but now a news ecosystem that sees itself as having to broadcast challenging messages against the White House. So, I mean, right now, I think that the theme of politics is entertainment has never been more true.
So, you see, ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump and his election and his campaign had nothing to do with issues. Donald Trump, his presidency, his campaign, have nothing to do with ideas and substance
Yeah,
and
doing
things
some building, huh?
having gone wrong in the country that people want fixed. No. It's all just PR now. It's all just a media show. And Trump is a fantastic entertainer. Where have I heard that analogy before? Oh, about me.
They weren't kidding when
I
they
am
said they were
ultimately
big time expanding.
the leader of the Republican Party, and then I am nothing more than an entertainer, depending on the mindset of the left here. The idea that there is no substance to Trump, that there is nothing related to issues or policy. This is another example of how the left is trying to comfort itself and lie to itself by telling themselves that their ideas weren't rejected, they were just out entertained. Trump he's a better entertainer than Hillary was, and it's a lament. This is so bad. This is what politics has become. This is so bad for America. It's just one giant entertainment show, and Trump's a better entertainer, and Limbaugh has more influence than we thought he would ever have. Limbaugh was supposed to have faded away by now, but instead, Limbaugh is more powerful than ever. This is not fair, and it's not right. That's the sum total of this sound.
Well, they're making progress on that.
Because the NPR guy, you hear what he said? He said, well, if we were following the logic of your
Private
argument,
enterprise
cable and the internet would have diminished the power of political commentators, but Rush Limbaugh is still very influential. Incredibly influential, says the guest, and you've seen the power shift over time from the broad. I actually think these guys are a couple of years behind what is going on and what has gone on, but I really do. I think both these guys have missed what's happening here by 2 years. But if I go over here, let me explain that later, because there's a transition I want to make here, because there is a Forbes story featuring noted presidential historian Douglas. And Brinkley's story is essentially how Trump is basically non-substantive, his office rock. Let me get the headline of this thing real quickly if I can, just because I only printed the last page because it's all it's got on, but now I realize I can't find it. Here we go. This is it. No, is this right? Trump with his top line, isn't it? It's a story. It's not about Brinkley. He's quoted. It's a political story about how Trump's White House is imploding, and it's based on Michael Flynn on his way out, to be followed by Bannon. Reince Priebus he's on the way out today. Reince Priebus is done. Bannon is going to be done because Trump's going to fire him because the media thinks Bannon's president, and Trump is just a placeholder. That's the way they're working it. In this story that's on the Politico, there's a quote from Douglas Brinkley, presidential historian, recently met with Trump, said the presidency had been off to the rockiest start I can remember, quote unquote. The Trump presidency, David Douglas Brinkley, is off to the rockiest start I can remember. Then he said this, everything Trump rolls out is done so badly. It reeks of being short-staffed and not having a true pecking order of production from the White House. They're just releasing comments, they're just releasing tweets, and they're just releasing policies willy-nilly. It's been a very convulsive and confusing first 2 weeks, but nevertheless, it's been salad days if you care about Republican policies. Well, bingo, there it is. So here we have over at NPR, Leonard Lopate and an author of books saying, there's no substance to Trump. Oh no, it's purely entertainment now. Politics is the entertainment, and Trump's a better entertainer than Hillary. Trump's a better entertainer than Democrats have. And now when he's got Limbaugh on his side, they're doubling down on us, and we have no prayer. But then you come over here to Douglas Brinkley, and he says, if you care about Republican policies, the Trump administration has been salad days. Exactly, because it's filled with substance. There are issues and ideas. Donald Trump has rolled out more substance, or tried to, in the first 3 weeks of his presidency than you normally get in the first 6 months to 9 months of your average presidency. In fact, some people have said, slow down. You're going too fast. You're trying to do too much. Over at NPR, that's just entertainment now. It's not even really substance and issues. So the left can't even come together on how it is they want to oppose Trump, other than to say he's mentally unstable. And how did that work out for him? And that was Hillary's #1 campaign platform plank. Trump's unsuitable. Trump's not prepared. Trump's insane. Trump's mentally maladjusted. Trump is a lunatic. Trump is dangerously unhinged. We don't want him or his finger anywhere near the nuclear codes. They just keep recycling this stuff. And they don't realize that it is they who are devoid issues. It is they who are imploding. It is they who seem to have no cohesive unity. And it is them that no matter what they do,
don't know.
They
like
can't stop Trump. Now, the Trump administration threw a new guy out there yesterday, Stephen Miller, who's long been part of the campaign. He was the warm-up act for Trump at his rallies, and he's been a senior strategist all along in there. And it isn't going to be long before Trump's going to have to fire him, because he's obviously smarter than Trump and is telling Trump what to think and what to say, just like Bannon, and just like Priebus, and just like Flynn. There's 4 people Trump's going to have to fire now, or that are already in trouble. Stephen Miller was on the 4 network programs yesterday, the Sunday shows, and kicked it. And the left today and the media is doing their best to destroy him. I have the sound bites of that coming up. All kinds of the ICE raids, the immigration raids. Here's Trump's executive order, which has been shut down, and yet ICE is showing up all over illegal immigrant America and deporting them. USA Today.
Do you need the bathroom immediately?
What to do?
Can we stop it? If you don't want to go in, I was going to see if they have some ham pieces, ham scraps.
Okay.
Rush on the EIB network. Rush Savage, Levin, Hannity, Super Talk, 1400 KLK. You may like the list, but you are cutting it really close for last-minute Valentine's flowers. Now, lucky for you, 100flowers.com can still deliver any of their stunning bouquets.
You see it?
Yeah.
They can deliver on time. Right now, 1-800-Flowers is offering a special deal, up to 40% off best-selling bouquets and gifts. Perfect for Valentine's, but you have to order right now. This amazing Valentine's deal does end today. Every bouquet arrangement backed by their 100% smile guarantee. When it comes to Valentine's, do not settle for anything less than the official florist of Valentine's Day, 1-800-Flowers.com. To get beautiful bouquets, arrangements, and other Valentine's Day goodies for up to 40% off, just go to 1-800-Flowers.com, click on the radio icon, and enter the code RUSH. The offer ends today. Don't wait.
Addiction can kill, but it doesn't have to. Better Addiction Care offers the best resources for you to get help. Call 800-966-HELP, 800-966-HELP to begin your road to recovery today. Asking for help is one of the hardest things to do, so don't ask. Just call 800-966-HELP. When you make this free and confidential call to Better Addiction Care, people who care are ready to match you with the right facility for you. You may not even know that FMLA will give you up to 3 months off work to start your recovery. Call Better Addiction Care now. 800-966-HELP. That's 800-966-HELP. If you have insurance through your job or your parents, it could mean little to no cost to you. Addicts have 3 options: prison, death, or recovery. Make the right choice today and call 800-966-HELP. That's 800-966-HELP. 800-966-HELP.
Brought to you by 24/7 Diabetic Health Hotline. Attention diabetics. With insurance, you may qualify to get your testing supplies at little or no out-of-pocket cost. Call 800-808-5181. 800-808-5181.
When I get to about 3/4, when I get down to the bottom, a couple more too, it's time to place my order. Dinovite.com.
Order a 90-day supply
buy a Dynavite for your dog this week.
We'll send you a big tube of Doggo Suds free.
Peppermint, tea tree, lavender, Doggo Suds shampoo.
Made with all natural coconut, jojoba, aloe.
But no itchy, harsh chemicals.
Lather up, rinse away.
Try Doggo Suds.
Free this week at Dynavite.com.
It's working, don't quit. DINOVITE.com.
If you're familiar with cloud computing, you probably know that Amazon Web Services offers a complete set of secure compute, storage, application, and deployment services that help companies launch and scale their IT infrastructures while lowering costs. But did you know that you're still responsible for protecting your own AWS-based assets, meaning your applications and data, from advanced cyber threats?
If you need to go home, drop me off.
With Barracuda Network's advanced firewall solutions. Visit AWS Marketplace or barracuda.com/AWS to learn more.
Hey, this is Joe Cerrone, and I host Randall Phillips Wall Shaving on KAOK Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 a.m. Listen, we'll talk about whatever it is that's on your
I
mind.
was headed to Holly Beach, just happened to be listening to KAOK, and don't you know that your advertisement for your show came up? I like to wreck my damn truck. Sometimes you need to go back to zero. I was jubilant.
Begin your mornings with a hot cup of Joe, 7 to 9 every weekday.
Have you fallen behind on your mortgage payment?
Just wait for me.
NFCC member agencies provide free and
Is there anything
affordable...
else you can think of you want?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to remember, folks, about the media. Most of them never got anywhere near a Trump rally. Most of them never watched one on TV or actually listened to one. So you who voted for Trump, who did hear everything he said, those of you who attended his rallies, you know what his issue-oriented agenda is, and you know that since even before he was inaugurated, he has begun to implement much of that agenda. So you're happy. As Brinkley said, salad days, if you like Republican policies. But the media, they didn't go. Those who were there didn't really pay any attention to it because they thought Trump never had a chance. This was just Looney Tunes. They went out there because they were obligated to, but they paid no attention to it. So everything Trump is doing, I'm not exaggerating. The Trump agenda is a shock to them. They didn't pay any attention to it. We know this. They gave the Trump campaign no serious chance whatsoever. They lied to themselves, they lied to Hillary, they lied via their polls. The media is as much as anybody responsible for the Democrat loss by creating this inevitability of a Hillary win in everybody's mind, and they didn't take Trump seriously. Here comes Trump, he gets elected, he starts implementing the agenda, and they're outraged. But yet anybody that paid the attention knew exactly what was coming, and it's come, it's on schedule. Some things are lagging, but I mean the implementation of the agenda is well underway, and the drive-bys are beside themselves. Don't know what to do, how to react to it.
The water level at Northern California's Lake Oroville continues to drop, and that stopped the lake from spilling over the nation's tallest dam. The correspondent Paul Verkaman says the weather is hampering the situation.
They're trying to get it down about 50 feet. The issue, of course, heavy rains here and snow melt putting pressure on the dam.
188,000 residents downstream of the Oroville Dam have been evacuated. A defiant National Security Advisor Michael Flynn says he has no intention of resigning. This after reports say he discussed sanctions with Russian officials before President Trump took office. Senate Foreign Relations Committee member Ben Cardin of Maryland wants an independent investigation.
This is part of an ongoing concern we have as to why Russia interfered in our elections. What was the motives behind it? What contacts did they make with Americans?
Rescuers now say chances are slim that any of the 9 skiers who were caught in an avalanche in the French Alps today survived. I'm Jim Ascendio.
Don't do what I did and run out. If it's working, don't quit. Why would you stop? Why undo all the good that's been accomplished?
You've got to feed them right for life.
Dynavite is nutrition.
If I ever took Roy off of Dynavite.
No.
When I get to about 3/4.
When I get down to the bottom of my box of Dynavite. Oh no, I've got a couple more scoops. It's time to place my order. Dynavite.com. DINOVITE.com.
859-428-1000.
Order a 90-day supply of Dynavite for your dog this week.
We'll send you a big tube of Doggo Suds free.
Peppermint, tea tree, lavender, Doggo Suds shampoo.
Made with all-natural coconut, jojoba, aloe.
But no itchy, harsh chemicals.
Lather up, rinse away.
Try Doggo Suds.
Free this week at Dynavite.com.
Just feed your dog right. Use Dynavite.
Dynavite for life.
859-428-1000.
859-428-1000.
DINOVITE.com.
Not long ago, it felt good to withdraw your cash from the bank, to expand the business, to go on vacation, to buy a new car, remember? But today, withdrawing your own cash has become very, very risky. Listen, according to the Secret War on Cash, a new Swiss America white paper I just read, it may...
They even have bones.
We're going to go to the bank. I learned why banks are now required to spy on you and I for the government. And then they report any financial behavior deemed suspicious or unusual. What does that mean? Get the Secret War on Cash now by calling 800-289-2646. 800-289-2646. Did you know simply spending cash today is enough to get you branded as a potential criminal? You heard me. You better read The Secret War on Cash. It's free by calling 800-289-2646. The new war against cash is really a war against all freedom-loving Americans. Find out how to survive and thrive by reading The Secret War on Cash. It's free if you call 800-289-2646 right now.
In the evening, after 6 or so, you can use that other thing to get across, but this time of day it's better to come to the light.
February 25th on Bois de Lac Drive near the Lake Charles Civic Center. Costume canines.
I agree. I usually that's what I usually do.
And compete for prizes and the title of Mystical Dog. For entry forms and details, go online or drop by Cumulus Broadcasting at 425 Broad Street.
If you're familiar with cloud computing, you probably know that Amazon Web Services offers a complete set of secure compute, storage, application, and deployment services that help companies launch and scale their IT infrastructures while lowering costs. But did you know that you are still responsible for protecting your own AWS-based
order and go to the drive-up window and pick it up
from advanced cyber threats? Protect your AWS with Barracuda Network's advanced firewall solutions. Visit AWS Marketplace or barracuda.com/AWS to learn more.
KAOK.com is Super Talk 1400 KAOK.
Welcome back, El Rush Bowl beating and surpassing all audience expectations. Every day, some of the other headlines, things I hope you're able to get to later today. And I think I saw that Trump has a press conference today at 2 o'clock. Half the time, I don't know if what I see on cable news. He does. Yeah, it's up there. It's at 2 o'clock, which means, I mean, we're going to be jipping. There's no ifs, ands, or uts about it. Now, I don't know how long we're going to stay with it. That, of course, is totally up to me and my highly refined and expertise in judgmental matters on the quality of programming. So if I sense that it's ho-hum, boring, whatever,